Today is Sunday, whatever. I can't really keep track of 3D time or places. I will be with the time thing for a while, and then suddenly what I now recognize as a thought form comes into my consciousness. Now, the concept of thought forms instead of words and sounds and pictures and other 3D visions is still a bit new, so I can still become easily confused about my 5-dimensional channel of reality that is coming online and then suddenly goes offline, and then, if I am lucky, it comes back online again. For that moment of the 5th-dimensional now, that I am connected with the frequency of that reality, which is just beyond our dream world, and where we first learn to travel interdimensionally, we can recognize and receive interdimensional thought forms. Now, this is because we are regaining more and more of our ability to realize that these flashes of our imagination are indeed 5-dimensional portals of light that we are able to perceive within that now. Within that now, there is no separation, no time, no sequence. The 5th-dimensional frequency of reality is the next octave up from our 4th-dimensional astral plane, which is just beyond our 3rd-dimensional material reality. We are beginning to catch glimpses of a version of reality that does not resonate to the 3rd or even to the 4th dimension. In fact, it often feels as if a portal or a stargate is around us, over us, under us, even through us. This portal has been there forever, as it is a 5th-dimensional portal and is not limited to time. However, this portal is what we might perceive as an initiatory portal, meaning the portal that is initiating the adventure of a new perception of reality. Going through this initiatory portal is a conscious passage for us to meet our 5th-dimensional self, or at least our initiation of our first meeting with our 5th-dimensional self. I say initiation because this portal has materialized to our multi-dimensional perceptions. Then we know that we are on the cusp of making a frequency leap. Now, this frequency leap is much like leaping across a huge crevasse, because we must stand on the edge of one side of the crevasse, transitional reality, and then jump into the other side of the crevasse, which is what we are doing when we leap our consciousness forward. We are used to being on that edge of that crevasse of our 3rd, 4th dimensional self. And in order to begin our shift into our 5th dimensional self, we need to move through the experience of our many 3rd and 4th dimensional lives. In other words, we must totally release that 3rd, 4th dimensional edge to jump on over to that 5th dimensional edge. In other words, we are called upon to make the ultimate test of faith. But it is not the faith in others. This shift requires faith in ourself. What will happen? We don't know. We must release all that we have become attached to in order to leap into a reality that we have not experienced, that we do not know. Now, those of us, and there are many, who are beginning to remember our higher dimensional realities and beginning to remember our life on the ship, our home world, that is helpful. That is almost like one of those little rope bridges that kind of wiggle back and forth. It still takes confidence within ourself and within our knowingness, but there is something to hold on to. Now, this leap is not just about crossing in to a new reality. This leap is about us. Is it about us realizing that we are our higher self? We are the Ascension representatives for all of the lives that we have ever taken on third, fourth dimensional Earth. We do know from our dreams, aspirations, creativity, and deep spirituality of our inner reflections that we can and will and are ready for this higher octave of reality. Our consciousness is growing far beyond the confines of our earth vessel that we are wearing, and we can feel our Kundalini awakening and preparing us for the shift from a third, fourth dimensional earth vessel into our fifth dimensional light body. When we make that shift into our inner and outer light body, we will find that we have entered into a dimension that does not adhere to our third, fourth dimensional rules of reality. These physical rules are based on inner and outer, masculine, feminine, higher self, ego self. There are titles that were created to find a manner in which we could talk about a reality based on the now of the one. We will also transmute from separation from all persons, places, and things into unity in oneness. We will also leave time with all of its sequence, deadlines, and single moments in order to enter a reality in which everything is now. And since there is no separation, there is no individualities. There is no chain of command. There is no boss. There is no employee. There is only here, now, within the here of the now of the unity of all